What's up, guys? It's the weekend, so you know what time it is.
News dump. So Star Wars fever is at an all-time high right now, with millions, maybe even billions of people on the edge of their seats waiting for that movie's release just about 40 days from now. Which isn't that long of a wait at this point, but for one Star Wars fan, December 18th might as well be 100 years from now.
Yeah, because 32-year-old Star Wars fan Daniel Fleetwood of Texas is suffering from a rare form of terminal cancer that will probably kill him before the Star Wars premiere. And this guy fucking loves Star Wars. His local paper even wrote an article about him camping out for tickets back when the prequels were in theaters. So he means business.
Pre-Fandango. So when Daniel was given just 2 months to live back in July, he drew up a bucket list of things to do while he's still alive. And he credits his desire to live long enough to see The Force Awakens as one of the reasons he's beat his initial prognosis.
But with his health still rapidly declining, he and his wife Ashley took to social media to try to get the attention of Disney and J.J. Abrams so that maybe, just maybe, they'd grant him his dying wish to see The Force Awakens early.
So the hashtag Force for Daniel started picking up steam on Twitter a few weeks back, and since then it's been shared thousands and thousands of times, and even shared by Mark Hamill and John Boyega. It was picked up by several news outlets, and this past Thursday, Daniel's dying wish was granted. J.J. Abrams and Disney let him watch an unfinished cut of the movie.
So this isn't even actually the first time J.J. Abrams has done something like this. Back in 2013, he let a dying Star Trek fan watch a cut of Into Darkness a full 4.5 months early. So cheers to J.J. Abrams for being just a wonderful man.
Yeah. Anyway, as we record this, Daniel Fleetwood is still alive and kicking, but he and his wife have some pretty brutal medical expenses. Thanks, America.
Yeah.
So if you want to help them out, there is a GoFundMe page where you can donate money. We'll put that in the description.
So go throw some money at Daniel, and let's get into some other news because there's a lot of stuff to look forward to coming out soon, including Fallout 4 dropping next week. Listen, this isn't Tugs, our weekly gaming show, and also the most ethical gaming show in existence. We're not here to talk about the game itself. We're here to talk about Nuka-Cola, the fictional drink from the Fallout universe that, you guessed it, is about to become a reality.
Yeah, this is just everything fake is becoming real. So Seattle-based soda company Jones Soda, who over the years has released all kinds of weird limited edition sodas, like they had a whole Thanksgiving line of sodas with like gravy.
I just remember people used to submit pictures and they can get on the...
I think they still do that.
Yeah, nice.
Anyway, they've teamed up with Bethesda to create Nuka-Cola Quantum, a fluorescent blue concoction that'll be available exclusively at Target stores in North America on November 10th to coincide with the new game's release.
Yeah, but if you're over in the UK and you're feeling super jealous, have no fear, because Carlsberg has teamed up with Bethesda to sell Fallout branded beer, which is way cooler than cola. Come on. Now this all comes at a price. A 12-pack costs 30 pounds, which comes out to 45 American dollars, and probably like $50 million reduce because the Australian dollar is crashing. If you're familiar with Carlsberg, I can fully guarantee that the taste will not justify that kind of spending.
Yeah.
Although it's like their Bud Light. It's fine.
Carlsberg has even less flavor than Bud Light.
I don't know.
It's like, Carlsberg is beer water.
To each his own. It's a session ale.
You're gonna want to buy this and put it on your shelf and never drink it.
Sure.
Basically.
Same with the soda.
It's a collectible.
Exactly.
I want to try that soda though, especially if
Well, they got it at Target.
Keep it around just in case we get nuked or something. It's like, all right, good.
Yeah, well, side note to that, we learned in the news today that Target is apparently toying with the idea of letting you get drunk while you shop.
That's great.
Yeah, no, it's a road soda for your cart.
Love that.
You can just put a little bottle holder there, and you can apparently buy a beer at the beginning of the store and pay for it there.
And that will never go wrong, especially on Black Friday.
Oh yeah, no, because people are running through to get the deals, not the beer. Unless there's a bunch of alcoholics at the front door.
Yeah.
Anyways, speaking of large sums of cash, this past summer the movie Straight Outta Compton made a shitload of money at the box office, telling the true story of rap group NWA. And now NWA's former manager Jerry Heller, who was played by Paul Giamatti in the film, is suing pretty much everyone involved in the movie so he can get a piece of that action. That action. Yeah.
Now, if you saw the movie, and it's likely you did because
Made a lot of
it did
money.
really well, you know that it didn't exactly portray Jerry Heller as a great guy, although it didn't really demonize him either.
This is fair.
Still, he's saying that his portrayal in the movie wasn't accurate and was unfairly negative, and he's suing NBC Universal, Legendary Pictures, director F. Gary Gray, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E's estate, and more for defamation and copyright infringement.
It said it made him hurt worse than the original diss track that Ice Cube made.
Oh.
According to Heller, he never took advantage of the band, was never fired by Eazy-E, never withheld a $75,000 check from Ice Cube, and perhaps most importantly, has never eaten lobster in his life.
That is a lie. I was never eating lobster. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
On the flip side, though, he says parts of the movie were lifted from books and screenplays that he'd previously written about his life as NWA's manager. Still, I don't think...
All the good parts they stole from me. All the bad parts they lied.
Yeah. I think that the movie gave him a fair shake. He seemed like he actually cared about them somewhat, in addition to lots of money, but that's what you do as a manager.
Yeah, well, I mean...
You're not doing it for free.
They definitely portrayed him as being on Eazy-E's side and sort of trying to divide and
So he went
them.
where the money was.
Well.
He also told those cops to fucking beat it.
Yeah. That was, I mean, he came off not
terrible
in the worst light. He had a lot of good scenes that showed him to be a nice guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of accusations,
boom!
Earlier this week, we told you about how Anonymous was going after the KKK and planned to reveal a bunch of information about KKK members on the 5th of November. And it definitely was not as crazy as anyone was expecting.
No, basically they released a few hundred names and profiles and accounts associated with the Klan, with a lot of it being information that anyone who knows how to use Google could have pretty much figured out really easily.
Yeah, so not the big, huge, big, bad, anonymous reveal that we were hoping for, but at least it looks like they did their homework and they were careful to only include people that they were absolutely sure had Klan affiliations. Now, Anonymous, can you please just go back to messing with ISIS? I feel like that's a more pressing issue.
Keep screwing with them. But let's move on over to Trailer Town because we got a trailer for a movie that looks incredible and it's called Anomalisa. It's a stop-motion animated film written and directed by Charlie Kaufman, the mind behind such movies as Being John Malkovich, Adaptation, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and Schenectady, New York.
They're all beautifully bizarre and unique movies, and Anomalisa definitely looks like it'll fit right in with the rest of Kaufman's filmography. Details on the plot are very hard to come by, but the synopsis reads, Michael Stone, an author of books on the subject of customer service, struggles with his inability to connect with people. One night, while on a routine business trip, he meets a stranger who changes his worldview.
Now, based on earlier reviews, it looks like it could be one of the best movies of 2015. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 100% positive score, and that's based on 33 reviews. Usually when movies have 100%, it's like 5 people reviewed it. It also has 98 out of 100 on Metacritic. We can't wait to see this for ourselves when it comes out December 30th.
And probably later for the rest of the country.
Exactly.
It's not gonna be a wide release.
But this guy's movies, man, like I don't know if I'd actually want to be him in real life, because this is like, most of his shit is really depressing.
Yeah, but Adaptation is great because it's like autobiographical, but it's a complete work of fiction too. But the main character is Charlie Kaufman, played by Nicolas Cage.
There you go.
It's fucking great.
I'm sure the broadest movie in this category would be Eternal Sunshine that most of these people would have seen.
Even that one's like a fucking weird movie.
No, that is like, it really tugs at your heartstrings and it messes with you all over the place. So bravo, this is probably gonna be exactly the same.
He hasn't made a movie in like 7 years, so.
There you go.
All right. Anyway, let's close out this dump with some videos from around the internet that we enjoyed this week, starting with Under 60 Seconds, unexpected shit from Norwegian TV show Carl Johan.
Eric and Haas, the show's host, recently visited LA and filmed a bunch of segments in and around Venice Beach, including this one, where they approached 2 boardwalk rappers and asked them to come up with the plot of a movie on the spot.
What follows is something that's similar to Drunk History, with the rapper's narration playing over a big budget recreation of everything that they described, with the actors lip syncing all of their lines. The movie they come up with, about 2 dudes robbing a bank, isn't gonna win any Oscars, but it's fucking hilarious and
could win a Geeky.
Yeah. Like I was like, did they make any more of these? And they've done it before in Norway, in Norwegian.
These
guys need to come back to America because they made some funny shit.
But if you're Norwegian, watch it.
Yeah.
But speaking of funny, our next and final video of the week is just a guy doing stand-up. But this guy's 89 years old and he's never done it before in his life.
Yeah, his name is Chuck Esterly, and he only recently decided to take a stand-up comedy class for seniors that a local community center was offering.
Nice.
And it looks like he's just been storing up several decades worth of dad jokes because he actually kind of kills it on stage.
It's adorable. Now, most great comedians will tell you how much they sucked the first time they tried stand-up, and often continued to suck for months or years until they found their voice. Not old Chuck here. I guess when you're 89, bombing at a comedy show ranks kind of low on your list of things to worry about.
Yeah,
So
he's
it
just like
doesn't matter.
naturally up there. He's just like, oh man.
Just tell it like you told all your friends at the VFW, Chuck.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. All right, that's it for News Dump today, guys. I'm at BlizzCon right now. Actually, you know, we went to Kamikaze last week.
Yeah,
and
it was pretty cool.
It was actually a lot of fun. We met up with our friends at Hero Complex Gallery, got some new art, saw Elvira. And it was a lot of cool stuff going on there. So like if you're looking for a convention next year in LA, I'd say go to that one. Hopefully we'll be able to do something there next year.
No need to drive 150 miles south to San Diego.
Right here.
It's right there.
Los Angeles.
Just $10 Uber.
Next year we got to do a panel, damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Check out the new episode of Tugs, the new episode of Weekly Weird News, and the podcast from the last week. And we also have a brand new podcast tomorrow where we talk about this whole Bob Ross thing.
Just put on the podcast.
There's no mistakes.
Just relax. There's no mistakes. It's just a happy little podcast.
Yeah.